You're all I need to know. You're all I need to know. 'Cause you're all I need, you're all I need, you're all I need to know. 'Cause you're all I need, you're all I need, you're all I need to know. 'Cause you're all I need, you're all I need, you're all I need to know.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Northern California and Levi's Stadium in the South Bay in Santa Clara, California. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Jacksonville Jaguars and the San Francisco 49ers.
Eddie Pinheiro set to kick off.
Let's get this going. Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson, Eddie Pinheiro to get it started. Off we go from Santa Clara. And this one sent all the way over the back line. No thought of putting this in the landing area. So it'll come out per the new rule to the 35-yard line. Lawrence out to Hunter. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. They'll gain 17 on that one. A very quick first down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
Hey, Jupiter, hey, easy, route. Tomato. Hey, I'm gun. Silver.
A first down throw for Lawrence. Not a man, it's Thomas. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Now a first and 10 from the 38-yard line. They go play action for Lawrence. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack. Lawrence out quickly to Thomas on the RPO.
And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. They're going to run it, and this is LaQuint Allen. And a nice run there on first down, getting 8. Setting up second and 2. They go back to Allen. And that'll give them a first down. Tackle made after the pickup of 3.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. Second and short, play action pass. You can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's second down. On the handoff, it's Allen. And he's in! LaQuint Allen. Touchdown, Jacksonville. It's his 4th rushing touchdown of the year. Cam Little comes on now for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Jaguars will take a 7-0 lead. Little now following the touchdown, out to kick this one away. Here comes a return from the 3. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
For an opener, Purdy to throw. He'll find his tight end, Kittle, on the right side. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
It's a gain of 18.
Love to start any drive like that. 18 on the first play. And a first down.
So think back to earlier in the week, Mike, and they told us they want to get him going here early and often. So I'd expect plenty of passes to head his way as this game unfolds.
Here's Christian McCaffrey to get things started. He's inside the 30. And he will score. Christian McCaffrey, touchdown, 49ers. His 6th touchdown now for the season. Taking care of business on the ground. They run it into the end zone to put 6 on the board.
Mike, some of the hardest elements to coach for a running back is vision and patience. And in this case, you saw both of them on display, and he's able to take the long run all the way to the house for 6.
Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. Throw left side, taken in by Thomas. And he's going to be out of bounds right around midfield. It's been a busy first quarter for him so far. His 3rd catch goes for a first down.
A gain of 15. And the Jaguars first down.
We'll get this to Hunter on the RPO. And good yardage there after the catch to wind up with a gain of 7 on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 42-yard line.
From the 42 now, here's 2nd and 2. Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
Let's go.
They'll run with Allen. And he is going to have a Jags first down. At least it appears that way. Got it by maybe the length of a football.
And the Jaguars first down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Quick throw here on the RPO, caught by Thomas. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 25-yard line.
It's a gain of 18.
4 catches already in this opening quarter, off to a hot start as he picks up the first down.
A gain of 18 on the play. First down, Jacksonville.
On the ground, it is Allen. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down.
At the 16.
11.
It's a pickup of 6.
Another run, and again, it's Allen. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard, that's it. Here's 3rd and 2.
It's a gain of a yard. And this.
Allen gonna get it again.
Well, we have an early decision here, Mike. How aggressive does this coach want to be on this 4th down try? I think you got to keep your offense out there. You have a prime opportunity to take the fight to him, extend this drive, and hopefully be able to come away with points.
That's taken in. And he will score. Jacoby Myers. Touchdown, Jaguars. Here's Cam Little for the PAT. He's got it. And the Jaguars will move out to a 14-7 lead.
49ers 7.
Little now following the touchdown, out to kick this one away. The return starts from the 5. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
At their own 26-yard line.
Get set, get set. 18, 21. Yellow. Yellow. Stop.
A first down throw for Purdy. The pass rush gets home and he goes down. The two-time Pro Bowler Josh Hines Allen in there for the sack. Loss of 10 yards to start this drive. From the gun, it's against McCaffrey. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6. It sets up third down.
It's a gain of 7.
From the gun, it's Purdy. This one down the field, but lined up incomplete. George Kittle was the intended target that time. And it's going to bring up fourth down.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on third down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well,
and the rush is going to get there. He goes down. They were taking a big risk going for it from their own territory. It does not pay off, and it's a turnover on down.
Hey, kill.
On first and 10, Lawrence. Quickly to the outside and complete. And the Jaguars are going to have first and goal coming up. Tackle made at the 3-yard line.
That's good for a Jaguars. First down. First and goal at the 3-yard line.
Hey, kill. Rip.
Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it. This defense backed up, but they bring the fire there. Stop him before he can get past the 3-yard line.
Sink right. 11. Settle.
Now second down throw for Lawrence. And he's in. Jarquez Hunter. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Greg, they take advantage of the good field position and move it downfield for the score.
when you take the field as an offense, there's a little added confidence boost, Mike, when you see yourself this close to the end zone. You get into the huddle, you're anxious to see what the next couple plays are. You're able to take advantage and end up punching it in.
Little now following the touchdown, out to kick this one away. To return is Ricky Pearsall. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
First and 10. Purdy. That's caught. Christian McCaffrey. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line.
It's a gain of 18. And the 49er first down.
Out of the gun. They'll give it to McCaffrey. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6.
A 7-yard pick.
On second down, Purdy. And unable to connect there. It's incomplete.
Christian McCaffrey.
He just stays on his primary read just a little bit too long. I think if he gets that ball to his check down a little bit quicker, not only is the ball completed, but I think there's some room to run. So, again, certain quarterbacks are better than others. The ability to process and eliminate targets quickly to move on to the next, that's a skill that really just comes from experience.
This will not do the trick. They've stopped him behind the line. Fourth down coming up.
So, Mike, there's this idea that every time a defense blitzes, it has to result in a sack. But there's a lot of other ways that you can impact the play, and we see it here. Get the ball out of the quarterback's hand, get it to the check down, and now you just need to rally tackle and bring him down for a loss.
Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side here for 1st and 10.
First and 10.
Back to the air again is Purdy. And he won't get away. Good open field tackle there to get him down behind the line.
Down back at the 27.
Throwing on 2nd down is Purdy. That one intercepted.
I think he would have been better off there, Mike, giving that ball a little bit more juice. You can see he's trying to put a little touch on it and lob that ball into his target. It just hangs up in the air a little bit too long, and the defense makes him pay.
Hey, kill. Take right open. Have gun. Same right.
On 1st down, Lawrence. That one swung out wide to Allen. And he is out of bounds at the 45. It's a gain of 10. That's enough for a quick 1st down.
It's a gain of 10. 1st down, Jaguars.
Lawrence now to throw on 1st down. They go right back to Allen. He's got it again. And he'll be out of bounds. A pickup, though, of 6.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
2nd down, Lawrence. Open right side. That strains the tight end. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a 1st down.
Great job.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
They'll run here with Allen. He'll burrow his way forward for a couple. Linebacker Fred Warner brings him down.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and
They'll run with Allen. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down.
39-yard line. A gain of 2 on the play.
Lawrence.
And this.
That's to Hunter. He's got it right side. And he will get into the end zone. Travis Hunter. Touchdown, Jaguars. That's a 2-touchdown game for him. Numbers 7 and 8 for the season. Little on now for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Jaguars add on one more as they extend their 2nd quarter lead.
Cam Little to kick
Little
off
now
for
following the
Jaguars.
touchdown, out to kick this one away. Pearsall going to return it. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10. At their own
They go 3 tight ends
27-yard
here
line.
on 1st and 10. They'll run with McCaffrey to start this drive. And a good piece of running there. He'll get about 9 yards past the 35-yard line.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the 2nd half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not
Christian McCaffrey. And he will go all the way. Christian McCaffrey. Touchdown. 49ers. His 2nd touchdown of this 1st half.
That was a special run, Mike. I mean, it's just rare to have that combination of contact balance and strength to not only run through the contact, but then to also have the speed to break away once you get into the open field.
Eddie Pinheiro set to kick off.
So now, after the touchdown, Pinheiro out to kick it away.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10. At their own 35-yard line.
Hey, here we go.
On the ground, it's Allen. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. Here's a 2nd and 9.
Gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
He'll get this out wide. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
And now you can see they're really getting in rhythm in this 2-minute drive. Now, after that last completion, Mike, they cross midfield. Now the mindset goes to, all right, we got to come away with some points. They've got a quarterback who's in complete control, and they got to see if they can finish this thing off.
And he'll maneuver his way down to the 44. Nate Hobbs in from his corner spot to make the stop. Large now on 2nd down. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 7.
13 loop.
To throw is Lawrence. Forced to his right. He'll try and get there on the ground.
Having a quarterback with this ability to run is such an X factor in today's NFL. It's an element of their offense that you have to be prepared for on every single play. Here we see it on 3rd down. Starts out as a pass. Nowhere to go with the ball. He tucks it, turns into a runner. Picks up the 1st down.
1st and 10 now from the 36.
Hey, easy, route.
To throw is Lawrence. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Brian Thomas, the intended receiver. And that will lead to a 2nd down.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the 1st down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
And he's going to be out of bounds. Gain of just a couple. And now we've got 3rd down coming up. On the give, this is Allen. And he'll bring this inside the 30. A gain of about 4.
A 4-yard gain. It's 4th down.
Now whistles. Timeout. 3 seconds left in this first half. So it is 4th down. That'll bring on Cam Little for this Jaguars field goal. Something amiss with the snap. This one is no good. So we reached the intermission. It was an entertaining one to this point. Back with the 2nd half in just a moment. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this 2nd half gets underway. Now an opening past the 30. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line.
At their own 34-yard line.
53. Check out. 21. 19.
1st and 10 for Purdy. Open man downfield is Kittle. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
And the 49ers, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
McCaffrey now on 1st and 10. He'll be stopped after a pickup of about 3. Antonio Johnson there on the stop.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Purdy now on 2nd down. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
At this stage of the game, things haven't been going your way, so one more mistake, it could just be too much to overcome. So a nice decision there. Just throw it away out of bounds and give your team a fighting chance.
3rd down. Purdy. He'll get this out wide to McCaffrey. He is out of bounds. They have worked it inside the 15.
17 yards.
Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work first and 10.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
They run straight ahead with McCaffrey. And wow, tough to bring down that time. Surging forward for a pickup of 6. Second down.
Gain of 7 brings up second and 3.
What's up?
Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll be close to a first down. A gain of a couple as they mark him just short. It's going to be third. They need 1.
Brings up third and 1.
They'll try to run for it with McCaffrey. And he's not going to get the first down. They met him, brought him down in the backfield on third and short. They can still pick up a first down here. And they'll line up to go for it on fourth down. Here's Purdy. That's hauled in at the 2. And they will get the conversion. He's tackled down near the goal line, so it's not a touchdown, but it will be first and goal.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
McCaffrey trying to push the pile forward, but he's not going to get in. They stop him up short.
Behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 1.
Now Purdy. A look to the end zone, and it's broken up. Incomplete. There was no space, no separation that time. That's going to bring it to third and goal.
Third and goal.
Out of the gun. It's Purdy. It is brought in the end zone. Rick Pearsall. Touchdown, San Francisco. It's his third touchdown catch this year. Now Pinheiro to add on the extra point. He's got it. And the 49ers are back to within 7. It's 28-21.
49ers 21.
So now, after the touchdown, Pinheiro out to kick it away. We'll go ahead and just cede the touchback here. This ball over the back line. It'll come out to the 35. They'll run on first down, and here's Allen. And he runs past the 40, taken down after a gain of 7.
8 yards on the pickup.
From the 43, here's second and a couple.
43-yard line.
Lawrence out quickly to Thomas on the RPO. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 3, but that is good enough for a first down.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
He'll get this complete to Allen. And he'll get about 3 as he's forced out of bounds.
Nice job here by the defense. Did a good job just covering up everything for the most part. So once this ball was caught, really didn't have much of a choice but just head out of bounds and pick up a modest gain.
Hey, run! Let's go!
Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. First time they've looked his way all game long. He comes through with the grab and a first down. Lawrence out to Hunter. And he's out of bounds on the pass play, but that's good for 8 yards. From the 31, here comes a second and a yard.
Brings up second and a yard.
He'll step up and run, and he'll have enough to move the chains. He'll take this forward for about 3 yards.
3 yards. That's a
Here's 1st and 10.
First down.
Hey,
Gain of
hey,
3 on the play.
hey, John,
And
it's
the
a hot.
Jaguar first down.
He'll run again. The ball's out. And this is going to wind up 49er football. They have it. Well, they come up with the turnover on defense. The quarterback choosing to keep it, and the defense choosing to take it away.
Mike, anytime a quarterback turns into a runner, the defense loves it. They want to take a shot at him. They want to take a shot at the ball, and that's exactly what they were able to do here. Force the fumble, get the ball back. Great job there by the defense.
Now, a short one caught by Tonjes. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Up the middle, here's McCaffrey. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down.
47-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Shotgun snap to Purdy. He'll find his tight end, Kittle, on the right side. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line.
And the 49er first down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Purdy now, he'll throw on 1st down. This pass, left side, caught by Tonjes. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Now, a handoff to McCaffrey. And not much there. Good defense, held to no gain. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Throwing from the gun is Purdy. A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
Well, we all know the running joke, right, Mike? If this guy could catch, he'd be playing offense. And, well, I think that's kind of a joke for the pass. These defensive players are incredible these days. That's just too easy. You've got to secure that interception for your defense and get off the field.
And that is incomplete. Contact occurred just as the ball was arriving. There are no flags. It's 4th down. The Jags will use the first of their timeouts here as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down is looming. Now Purdy. Got his man at the 6. And he's going to have the 49ers first down. How about that for a big play on 4th and 10? They get almost exactly what they needed to keep this drive going.
Yellow. Get set.
They'll throw again with Purdy. He'll look underneath here for McCaffrey. And he's got another one. Christian McCaffrey. Touchdown. 49ers. 3 touchdowns for him. Numbers 6, 7, and 8 on the season. So they're not level yet. A critical extra point attempt to follow. The kick is good, and that will tie this game here in the 4th quarter.
Eddie Pinheiro set to kick off.
All even. 4th quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? This one crushed. It's over the back line of the end zone. Touchback, and the ball's coming out to the 35.
Brett,
We'll get this to Hunter on the RPO. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line.
It's a gain of 11.
Catch number 7 so far in this one. And a first down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
Let's go.
Quick throw here on the RPO, caught by Thomas. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10.
Hey, run!
On the ground, it is Allen. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. They go back to Allen. Good blocking to the 15. And they'll finally run him down, but he takes it inside the 10-yard line. They get 24 on that one. Just like that, it's 1st and goal.
Jacksonville.
Hey, kill!
A run on 1st and goal. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. Inside the 5, it is 2nd and goal.
I'll pick up with 2.
Allen. And nothing developed there. He'll get back to the 5, and that's all. The crowd making their presence felt. This is 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
Just a couple plays ago, Mike, it felt like a touchdown was kind of inevitable. They were doing everything they wanted as they marched the length of the field, and then as they got down here close to the red zone and that field condenses, they started getting sloppy in their execution. Now, what do they do on 4th down? Do they try to keep their offense out there and extend the drive, or do they settle for 3?
So they lead by 3 here in this 4th quarter. Now have to turn it over to the defense as they kick it off. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. That's caught by McCaffrey. And he'll get about 3 as he's forced out of bounds.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
And he'll gain about 6 there as it's up past the 35-yard line.
Watching him throughout this game has been incredible, Mike. I mean, I've loved watching him perform. The reality is it just hasn't impacted the outcome of the game. It's really been a wasted individual effort unless they could somehow find a way to flip this thing around. Critical 3rd down conversion there, Mike. Now brings up a fresh set of downs. You find yourself here trailing in the 4th quarter. They got to go down and score, and they got to score fast.
On the give, it's McCaffrey. He works free, right side. It's a big play when they needed it the most. It's a gain of 34.
If you have a shot to bring him down early, you just can't miss, Mike. Not against a runner like this. If he slips that first tackle, you can see how much more he can add to a run.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning remain as we get set for 1st and 10. This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, the defense gets a rare win. We've seen this ball carrier have his way on the ground pretty much all day today, Mike, and give credit to the defense. They were able to get back in the backfield with some penetration and bring him down for a loss.
No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. He's taken down just shy of the 10. Here's 1st down. They'll drop to throw. A short one there, caught by Kittle. And he'll dive forward at the end in an effort to pick up an extra yard or two.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
And he is going the wrong way. Tackled back at the 7. Now a timeout for Jacksonville. Their second. Talk things over before third down. They come to the line needing 6 yards for a first down. On third down, it's Purdy. This one caught at the 4. And he looks to be a bit short of the line. And that is going to bring up fourth down. Now the Jags will use their third and final timeout. And they'll take it with just over 90 seconds left on the clock. Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. That is George Kittle. Touchdown, San Francisco. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Quick throw on the RPO is complete. And he's going to be out of bounds up around the 39-yard line. His 8th reception of the game. And good for a first down.
A gain of 12. First down, Jaguars.
Look wide. Get this one complete.
Lawrence's pass.
He'll come up now for second down and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4. At the 45.
He'll get this out wide. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down.
It's a gain of a yard.
From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's fourth down.
They desperately needed that one, Mike. Down here late, they've only got a few remaining snaps to go, and it puts all of the pressure of the game now on fourth down. Let's see what play call they have in a gotta-have-it situation, and right now, this quarterback needs to make his best throw in the biggest moment of the game.
It'll be caught. It's Hunter. And they're going to get the first down. They were forced to go for it, and it's going to work out for them. Catch made right side by Thomas. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
17 yards. That's another Jaguars.
On first and 10, Lawrence. That one swung out wide to Allen. And he's out of bounds on the pass play, but that's good for 8 yards.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose, and it's going to force third down. Throwing is Lawrence. And that could be the dagger. It's intercepted. Picked off by Nate Hobbs. And the Niners are right back in this one.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it first and 10. The drive starts with a carry by McCaffrey. Big Big gain on the ground here as he takes this up past the 40-yard line.
And the 49er first down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
So a win here for the 49ers. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. In the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. That was the difference in this one. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The 49ers get the win here at home as we say so long from Santa Clara.
Why you all in my face, taking up all of my space? You should get out of my way, you should get out of my way. Don't tell me what I should do, I'ma do what I want anyway. Don't really care what you think, you should get out of my way. Get your talking face out of my way, out of my way, out of my way, out of my way, out of my way. I got too many plays, I don't even play. Get out of my way, out of my way, out of my way.
Well, get